The new improved GC Force. You're probably already familiar with our online client relationship management tool, GC Force. Guy Carpenter's strategic vision is that GC Force becomes your dashboard for everyday work, an indispensable tool for communication and record keeping with colleagues and clients. To make that vision a reality, an interdepartmental team has been updating the system. The new GC Force features centralized information, improved reports and dashboards for greater transparency, simplified page layouts, plus help text, reminders, and prompts. The goal? Making it easier to get the most important client data, easier to do your own data entry, and faster to complete business processes. It's a critical tool that will continue to evolve so we can deliver the firm with a consistent global sales model. Data management. GC Force has systems in place to ensure data is clean and effective because imprecise information can have serious ramifications downstream. For example, let's say 3 different brokers are pursuing opportunities with Super Duper Mutual. If Rashida enters it in GC Force as Super Duper Mutual, Bill enters Super Duper Mutual LLC, and Thomas enters Super Duper Mutual Funds, these slight spelling and name differences will create 3 different entities in GC Force, even though we're actually dealing with a single company. Bill, Rashida, and Thomas might not know they're all working with the same company, so they can't collaborate to deliver better service to Super Duper Mutual. Segments and centers of excellence will also miss opportunities to help these 3 brokers deliver consistent service and solutions. To prevent such situations, we have the Name and Address team. They review all new company entries to ensure mistakes like this are cleaned up. And they handle client companies' official information so you can focus on your direct contacts and opportunities. It typically takes 3 to 4 days for the Name and Address team to validate new company entries. They'll reject new entries that are problematic and send you an email explaining why it was rejected. Start with a company search. The most common types of data entry you'll do in GC Force are creating companies, opportunities, and contacts. But whatever you're doing, the logical starting point is a company search, so that your opportunity or contact will be connected to the right company record. Let's say you've just had a promising conversation with the potential client, and you want to track it. Start by searching to see if the company is already in GC Force. It probably is. 95% of the companies we work with are already there. To do this, you need to use the Search tool. This global search bar was designed to help you efficiently find any record to which you have access. A partial search is enough to return good results, and the search bar is not case sensitive. You can also use a question mark to replace one character in a name you might not be sure of. For example, Anderson with a question mark will return both Anderson with an O and Anderson with an E. We designed the results page to show a concise list of only 5 records at a time, but you can click View More to display any additional results. There are also Refine By filters available on the left side pane to help narrow your search results. For example, if there are many different records associated with a company, and you know you only want the one associated with their New York office, use the filters to help you find that faster. Note that results are listed under a heading by record type, starting with company. Scroll down to see opportunities, contacts, and other record types. Once you've found the correct company, click on it to go to the main company page, where you can then add additional records. New company creation. 95% of the companies we work with are already in GC Force, so unless you're working with a brand new entity, you should never need to create a new company. But if you do, here's how. First, click on the Company tab and click the New button. Fill out all the fields on the resulting form. Those marked with a red asterisk are required. Don't use abbreviations in company names. Spell everything out. Click Save. Saving initiates the Name and Address team validation process, and your company will have a temporary validation status of provisional. In the meantime, you may proceed with entering additional records related to the company. The more documents you can provide, the faster the Name and Address team can conduct their review. For a list of which documents are needed, please download the handout titled Company Creation, Name and Address Team Data Points from the Resources tab in the upper right. Obtain the details and documents and send them to gcuk.businesssupport@guycarp.com. If the company is rejected by the name and address team, you'll get an email explaining why the company was rejected. If your new company request is rejected, navigate to that company record in GC-Force. Open a related opportunity or contact and use the lookup field to reassign the record or records to the correct company, as identified in the email you received from the name and address team. Company management. Who manages the information related to companies? Most company record detail fields are managed by the name and address team, but some detail fields are the responsibility of account executives and their teams. Company background, segment, and the fields under the Revenue and Spend Information section should be maintained by account teams. If you locate a company where the account executive displayed is unassigned user, reassign the correct account executive, yourself or someone else, before moving forward. If you are changing the account executive, you will need to check both the Keep Company Teams and Keep Opportunity Teams boxes if you wish to keep the members of the team that already exist. Additionally, when updating the account executive information, you should also add members of the company team and assign roles to allow colleagues to see who works on various accounts. Note that you may have different members of opportunity teams and company teams, and both should be reviewed regularly for accuracy. See the Team Management Reference Guide in the Resources section for more helpful best practices. You should only add opportunities or contacts to company records with an active legal status and a company validation status of validated or verified. Opportunity creation. Opportunities in GC-Force are used to track prospective new business and penetration deals. You should input these deals at any level of potential, from an initial exploratory conversation to an almost firm commitment. Seeing all the interactions Guy Carpenter might be having with the company provides many benefits, including deeper insight into what colleagues are working on and new opportunities for collaboration. Please note that renewals cannot yet be tracked in the GC-Force system. To create a new opportunity, locate the company to which the new opportunity will be associated. Every opportunity must be related to an active and validated verified company record. Select the Opportunity Related Record List tab and click New. Then, fill out all the fields on the resulting screen. Remember that these I tabs include help text to explain how to complete each field. You will automatically be assigned as the opportunity owner, but if necessary, you may reassign ownership to another colleague. For opportunity type, select either New Business or Penetration. If this opportunity results in a transaction, the opportunity type will affect the way you locate the Grail Twins number in the contract system, so it's important that it be correct. The drop-down menu for Sales Stage shows 6 different options to represent where the opportunity currently sits. Select the one most relevant to your opportunity. Probability will automatically populate based on the sales stage. Select the relevant opportunity currency, then enter your best guess for gross annualized revenue. You can enter it in your local currency, and the system will automatically convert it to US dollars using the current conversion rates. Once you have definite numbers, especially before entering the bound stage, be sure to go back and update the revenue amount. Inception date is the date you expect the contract to begin. The decision date is the date the client is expected to confirm whether we have won the business and should be the same as the inception date or prior. Choose the class and subclass of business for this opportunity. We encourage you to choose at least one competitor. If there are no competitors, you can select None, Company Retains Net, or Other, depending on which is most appropriate. Key contact is an optional but valuable field. If you designate a specific contact as key contact for this opportunity, it increases the value of your reports and saves you time down the road. Under Centers of Excellence, you have to choose at least one relevant center, but we encourage you to select all that apply. The Grail Twins number is usually not assigned until about 3 weeks after the opportunity is won. So when creating the opportunity, it's okay to just not enter a value here or to mark this not available for now. When you're done, click Save. Now you can open the opportunity itself and continue to add information. Every opportunity must also have a corresponding opportunity team. Add as many people as you can at the time of creation, and plan to update and add more people as the opportunity evolves. Opportunity management. As an opportunity moves through the sales lifecycle, make it a habit to update the fields regularly as new information is received. If opportunities are input incorrectly or never updated, downstream we will have limited ability to do accurate pipeline reporting. Common updates include updating the stage. These chevrons show the opportunity's current sales stage. By hovering over a given stage, you can see how many days the opportunity has sat in that stage. Use the Edit button to update the stage and make other needed data updates. Use above the funnel for opportunities where no immediate work is pending. For example, if the client decided not to buy this year and is waiting for next year. Use Lost for true losses, such as when the client has already committed to a competitor. Adding an opportunity split. If more than one broking team is collaborating on the opportunity, the account executive may add or adjust the split and corresponding percentages under the Opportunity Split tab. You can use the Edit button to add or adjust each member's percentage of the deal or the profit center or centers with which the opportunity is being shared. Note that the percent must equal 100%. The amount will automatically pull from the opportunity. Please note, inter-office credit sharing is handled within your branch and does not need to be captured in GC Force, although it is still important to add opportunity teams. This tool can only be used to split opportunities within Guy Carpenter. For any opportunities that span one or more MMC operating companies, the cross-sell tool must be used. Adding the opportunity team. It's important to maintain your active team members. Click on the Opportunity Team tab to review, edit roles, and add or remove GC users as needed. Each colleague may serve only one team role. Note that you may have different members of opportunity teams and company teams. Adding the Grail Twins number. By the time your opportunity reaches the business bound stage, the Grail Twins number must be accurately added to ensure contracting can proceed smoothly. For the Grail Twins number to work in the system, 3 key data points must be correctly entered: the Grail Twins number itself, the opportunity type, and the inception date. The filter can be adjusted to search for opportunities beyond the current calendar year if applicable. For more tips and best practices, see the document titled Grail Twins Lookup in the Resources tab. Cross-sell opportunities, inbound and outbound. Sometimes we receive referrals from MMC sister companies or share our own referrals with them. Here's how to track these cross-sell activities in GC Force. Inbound opportunities. If a cross-sell opportunity is received by the GC Force system, the Guy Carpenter colleague to whom the opportunity was sent will receive an email notification. If you receive one of these emails as the account executive, you decide whether to accept or reject the referral. To reject the referral, use the rejection link in the body of the email from MMC Advantage and provide a reason. If you want to accept the referral, locate the associated company record in GC Force or create a new company if needed. Then, create a new opportunity and enter the cross-sell ID number and the name of the sister company that initiated the referral. Outbound opportunities. To send a referral to a colleague at another MMC OpCo, navigate to the company to which the cross-sell opportunity is related. From the Related tab, scroll to the Cross-Sell Related list. Click New and fill out all the fields in the cross-sell referral details. Then, click Save, which initiates the process of sending the referral outbound through MMC Advantage. For more details about cross-sell opportunities, download the PowerPoint document titled MMC Advantage Referral Instructions from the Resources tab in the upper right corner of this course. Contact creation. Let's say you need to add a new contact. Start on the relevant company page so that your contact will be automatically linked to the right company. Click on the Contact Related List tab and then click New. Then, populate all fields on the resulting screen. All contact fields are mandatory. Status will default to active, but if it changes in the future, you should update it. For function and buying process, Select whether the new contact is a decision maker, influencer, or other person with whom you have interactions. Note that the mailing information field asks for free text. This allows you to add specific address info for a branch or contact without affecting the official company information, which is managed by the master data management team. Managing client interactions. What kind of client interactions need to be tracked in GC-Force, and how do you do it? Visit reports are the main entries we use to track client interactions, and you access these from within a company page. They can be used to document the details of your client meetings, and they are linked to companies or contacts. When you create a visit report, the Related To field will automatically populate with information from the record you're adding it to. If you include any relevant meeting attachments or documents, you'll have a comprehensive record of all your client meetings in a single place. You can also add tasks from the Activity tab, which you can see on the right side of Company, Opportunity, and Contact pages. Tasks can be used to log all non-meeting interactions with clients, including emails, phone conversations, reminders, and more. To create one, go to the Activity and select New Task. You can add tasks to a company, opportunity, or contact record. The homepage also has several task lists where you can track and manage upcoming, completed, and overdue task items, reports, and dashboards. Now you know how to enter everything in the system, but how do you see the big picture of all the data? And how do you use GC-Force to improve service to clients and better deliver the company? GC-Force has been designed to include several predefined reports and dashboards that let you access, refresh, and export key subsets of client data for analysis. To locate a report, click on the Reports tab at the top of the screen. The folders to which you have access will appear on the right side of the screen. Most people will only see 3 folders in reports. Open the relevant folder and click on the report name you want. As you use GC-Force, you will figure out which reports you review regularly, and you can use this star icon to mark a report as a favorite. Then you may prefer to use this list view that gives you a shortcut to your favorites. Keep in mind that other employees could be entering new information into GC-Force at any time, so it's important to refresh both reports and dashboards by clicking on the refresh icon so you can be sure you're viewing the latest information. In Reports, to export the refreshed data into Excel, click the drop-down arrow and select Export. The report can be exported in 2 ways, formatted or details only. If you plan to work with the data in any way, Details Only is the version you need. This concludes our introduction to GC-Force's new features. You can revisit this course at any time to review best practices for using GC-Force.